Welcome back to another My Hero Academia anime vs manga comparison video breaking down season 6 episode 10 titled The Ones Within Us, which happens to be the same title as chapter 286. We'll be going over all of the changes made from the manga to anime adaptation, and of course if you are new to the channel then be sure to subscribe with notifications on so that you don't miss a video, and if you want to further support the channel then please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button down below. To start things off, the episode begins where we left off with Bakugo sacrificing himself to save that guy from Fortnite. When Todoroki catches Bakugo in the air, the anime removes the detail of Endeavor having blood coming out of his mouth. As Deku gets increasingly angry, the anime shows Black Whip growing and responding to Deku's anger, which replaces the shots showing the current status of Aizawa, Gran Torino, Ryukyu, and the city. We also get some added shots of Todoroki and Bakugo in the air. Of course, big props to Shi Shang Lai. Sorry for most likely butchering your name, but Rage Deku looked absolutely amazing. What made this scene even better for me is how the anime extends the scene by showing Deku smashing through and dodging Shigaraki's rivet stab tendrils. Once Shigaraki finally gets his hands on Deku to steal One For All, the detail of Deku's quirk being stolen is almost the exact same as when Nine tried to steal his quirk back in the Heroes Rising movie. The anime also adds in a cool scene showing that both Shigaraki and Deku are entering into the One For All world. At Syro City, the anime adds in a shot of the news reporter in the helicopter and removes a line of dialogue where I guess the news reporter spots a woman on the ground and is telling her to run because of Makia. Switching over to the Jakku City suburbs, Nejiri gets an added shot of her smiling with her and Ida running to help Endeavor. When Ochako has a mini flashback to when Shigaraki first appeared back during the USJ incident, the anime removes the flashbacks of the Forest Training Camp and Camino. All For One monologuing about quirks and vestiges has some new shots of All For One, which I will say I was sort of hoping that the anime would expand on this by showing a sort of flashback of All For One having a vestige interact with him in his dreams, seeing as how in the manga when All For One talks about his experiences with the vestiges residing in him from the quirks he's stolen were all over some blacked out panels. I wasn't expecting anything crazy, just something similar to what we got in the My Villain Academia arc where the anime showed still frames of Destro's protests. After this we even get that classic shot of the One For All lights being passed on to the different users. Shigaraki eroding the One For All world done by Shotaro Ban and Toranosuke Hori looked really good. When the first user of One For All appears to help Nana and Deku prevent Shigaraki from stealing One For All, the anime adds in a shot of Nana and the first's eyes glowing as All For One fights back and ends Deku's whole career by roasting the hell out of him. The anime adds in a shot showing them being on separate floating rock platforms, which kind of reminds me of a Smash Bros stage. After the first user defends Deku, both him and Nana turn into One For All lights. This change is definitely a welcome one as we get to see them gather with the rest of the users' lights to back up Deku. When Deku jumps towards All For One, the anime removes Deku saying no, and the anime ends the One For All world trip with a final shot of All For One smiling and Deku and Shigaraki exiting the One For All world. Switching over to the police HQ as they make a return to the anime. Switching back over to the League, we get a shot of Makia stomping out two cars. Mr. Compressed telling Toga that she's too close to the edge is removed, and the panel of Ochako doesn't get adapted either. There's also an added shot of the heroes heading towards Makia, as well as an added shot of Makia's destruction. The panel showing Shigaraki in Twice doesn't get adapted during Spinner's conversation with Toga, and when Toga says bye, the anime adds in a scene of her scaling down Makia's back and Spinner smiling. Switching over to Ochako, when Toga disguises herself as the old lady and comes to ask for help, the anime doesn't adapt Ochako looking back to see where Makia is currently at. After Toga reveals herself, the anime gives us the sense of unease with the removal of the OST and added shots of the different miscellaneous items inside of the house, as well as the different shots showing Ochako walking through the room, definitely giving off major creepy vibes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the anime really messed up Ochako's character here with the final change that they made by making Toga outright state that that Twice was killed and if she was going to die the same way, making Ochakos' response feel so inconsiderate and tone deaf to what was being said. In the manga, Toga never outright says why she is really there to begin with, or that it had anything to do with Twice. It's supposed to be a big misunderstanding between the characters, but Ochako kind of sounds like a dickhead in the anime when she says you came here to just ask me that, when she was really responding to Toga's what do you want to do to me question, which was the only question asked by Toga in this moment. I really did not like this addition to the anime at all, and I'm hoping episode 11 can make up for it in some way, but I still feel like this, doesn't represent Ochako's character very well. The episode ends with Ochako kicking Toga off of her and preparing for a fight. Now, episode 10 covers about 3 chapters, them being chapters 286, 287, 288, and 1 page and a couple panels from chapter 289. Besides the Ochako thing, this episode was great, but let's be honest, this episode is just an appetizer for the next episode. If you know, you know. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the changes made to episode 123. Am I the only one who felt the Ochako change was bad? Let me know everything in the comment section below. With that said, thank you for watching another My Hero Academia anime versus manga comparison video. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to Detroit, smash that like button below, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you are new to the channel and you want to see more My Hero Academia content, then be sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on to join the Kitoroki Hero Academia to become my hero. Doing all of this really does help the channel out a lot, and it's always appreciated. Remember to stay plus ultra, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.